They're heroes with expense accounts. That was exciting.
It was a different time.
You know, now, you look at a lot of things. A lot of people became now photography taught everywhere. And you can tell who the teacher is when you look at the pictures. Everybody's shooting the same. I think, you go to galleries and you see the art school influence, and I think that's exceedingly boring. And I mean, I for one don't want to have to.
Catherine, let me ask you to jump in.
Well,
What was your connection to this project? Just so we get this.
Well, it was actually with Lee. But I was going to say that at that time was the war was going on, and there were a lot of there were a lot of newspapers in New York. I worked for the New York Free Press, and there was another paper called, I think it was called RAT. And so I was working at New York Free Press, and that's when I met Lee, shooting a demonstration. And so that's when we started talking and hanging out. And in fact, he was the one who called me when the art hat demonstration took place. And he said, "You got to get down here." And so I raised down, and that picture on the wall is.
He called on himself.
Well, not quite.
Motion.
Well, I had a child, so I had to find a babysitter and do the whole thing. But that picture appeared in Time magazine. Yeah, but that was such an amazing experience.
It must have been scary.
It was scary. The cops were scary. But so then that's how I got involved with these guys.
Nothing like the word
You
teach.
stayed involved for how long?
Well, I'm still involved. But then, from there I went. I started working, doing freelance, and then I started doing corporate and editorial. And then I was doing a job for Chemical Bank, and the art director there asked me if I wanted to be director of photography. And I said no. I laughed. I thought that was so funny. I was working in the corporate world. But then I was fighting with my husband, and I thought, this would really be a nice distracting. So he took me to lunch, and he said, "You'll be an officer, you'll have an assistant and all that." And I did it. It was fun. It was really fun, and that's one thing led to another, and I ended up going to China, not for chemical, but for ASMP, representing ASMP there. But little things kind of led up to that because of that. And then I left in less than 2 years. But it was a great experience. I did an annual report for them. I did a couple. Now you get an annual report and there aren't any photographs.
Really?
Very good.
And I guess they use a lot of stock pictures.
They don't even use pictures.
Photographers, the ASMP, fought for years to have rights to keep